Yeah, so hi everyone. Good morning. My name is Jonghyun Lee, SAP Training and Adoption Solution Advisor. So I'm from South Korea and but based in Singapore. I have 15 years experience in HR and the L&D area. So I started my career at some Microsystems Korea and then moved to IBM Korea HR team. And so experience in worked at SAP Korea as well, and just relocate to Singapore this year. So anyway, so today I'm gonna introduce SAP and SAP the training and adoption shortly. So and share maybe the 2022 SAP L&D focus. Yeah, so actually, I wish I can share 2023 the L&D plan, but so our L&D team is working on with our HR team for next year plan. So I just share the 2022 focus. The last one is I'm gonna share what is SAP learning model to achieve our the 2022 L&D the goals in this year. So moving on next page. Yeah, so the first agenda is the introduction to SAP and SAP training and adoption. Yeah, so I'm very not sure that Singapore is the same, but because I just relocated to the Singapore from South Korea. But in Korea, the SAP is not quite popular company in Korea. So when I say I'm working at SAP, so then 80% of people say, "Oh, what is SAP?" Or I never heard about the SAP company. So I think that is because of the SAP is B2B company, not B2C. So the Korean people really don't interested in what SAP is. But SAP is the one of largest enterprise software company. So we secure number one in enterprise software area for 13 years. So looking at the left hand side, around around 77% of the transaction revenue goes through the SAP system. And so I didn't mention in this page, but the 1990 of 100, the most largest companies in the world, they are using SAP system. And we have 21,000 the global partners in the world, and it's quite the strong ecosystem. And so we have best practices for the 31 industry. That is the number one. And we have 200 million SAP users in 180 countries. So yeah, this is the SAP, and moving on to the next page. Yeah, so let me introduce SAP Training Adoption as well. So we deliver our training in 100 countries with 22 different languages, and we have 4,500 contents as of 2020. Around 500,000 people attended the SAP training every year. And then you can see looking at the right-hand side. So we've got the Brand Hall Excellence Award from the 2013. So we've got Gold Award for best learning team in the 2020, and we've got a Bronze Award for best advanced in competencies and skill development in the 2021. And we've got another gold award for the best advanced in emerging learning technology gamification in 2017. And we've got another silver award for the best advanced in technology for the virtual classroom training in 2017. Yeah, so this is the about the SAP Training Adoption. So let's moving on to the next page. So yeah, so next agenda is what is the 2020 SAP L&D focus? So everybody is talking about upskilling and reskilling. So every report is saying so we will see lack of resources in next few years, particularly in tech area. McKinsey said 8 million tasks will be created by the 2013 and the 700,000 shortage of the resources by 2024. So actually, I don't want to mention the word recession, but we maybe probably will see recession next few years. So and the most companies will squeeze their recruitment budget or HR budget, even if they are struggling with the lack of resources. So the question is, what is the HR team and the L&D team's mission for next few years? So we think SAP thinks that we need to focus on the upskilling and the reskilling for our employees. Yes, this is the our L&D teams the 2020 focuses. So we are trying to give more the upskilling opportunities to our employees, and we learn around 1,000 internal sessions and webinars for every year to develop the new technology knowledge and skills, particularly for the new technology like the cloud and the automation, analytics, and machine learning, something like that. So we normally open the monthly the webinars for the internal employee like the SAP consultants or the pre-sales and other the labs employees. So it's quite successful. So we can have around the 20,000 the participants for that internal session. So we provide a reskilling training program with the fellowship and the coaching and the mentoring program as well. And then, so we are trying to reinforce our ecosystem. So we offer SAP solution training to partners and the customers to improve their the solution SAP solution knowledge and skills. And the L&D global team is working on to develop the learning contents in a new technology area like machine learning and automation and cloud and machine learning, etc. So we are very focusing on to develop new contents in the next few years. So what is the learning model to achieve the 2020 learning target? So the moving on the next page is so SAP. So we provided a flexible learning model to internal employees and the partners and customers. Yes, as you can see, so we offer learning program to internal employees and to external customers and partners. So the first thing is the instructor-led training. So we have two options. So the first one is public training, and the second one is custom training. So please look at the right-hand side table. So the public training is for multiple customer and individuals with fixed schedule and standard training content. On the other hand, the custom training is offering for this specific customer with customized duration. So, for example, 10 days to the 5 days, and then the tailored training contents in the customer side. So we offer public training and the custom training to the partners and external the customers, but so we only provide the public training to internal resources. So if the internal resources to attend the SAP solution training, so they can request public training through SAP training web shop with their manager's approval. Yeah, next one is the online learning program. So we have also Open SAP and the BTP, the online learning program. So these are, so actually there is some the non-commercial online training platform. So yeah, so this is all free. So anyone can access to Open SAP and the BTP online learning, and then they can enjoy have hundreds of the free SAP online training for the development area, and I mean the new technology area. But there are a little bit limitations. So normally we only offer the overview and the fundamental courses through the Open SAP and the BTP training program. So both platforms don't provide the training material, like I mean the textbook and then the training server with that platforms. So actually, you know, the SAP is application. So we are a software company. So the purpose of the training is not just only to understand what is SAP or etc. the business process, but the most important thing is the exercise with, I mean the SAP system. So learners need to have some kind of like exercise with hands-on through the actual SAP system. So because the configuration is a key of the SAP training and for consultants or IT experts. So actually, I recommend to have an instructor-led training or the SAP Learning Hub to who wants to be an SAP expert or SAP consultants or the development consultants, etc. Yes, so SAP Learning Hub is our commercial online training platform. So few years back, so if SAP employees wants to access SAP Learning Hub, so they need to purchase through the internal procurement process, and the price is same as a customer one. But 2 years back, so SAP launched the SAP Learning Hub Internal Edition. So now, so SAP employees, they can access to SAP Learning Hub without any fees. That is free for the internal employees. For the external employees, so we offer some professional edition and the solution edition and the partner edition. For a little bit detail for the SAP Learning Hub. So SAP Learning Hub is the cloud-based online training platform. So our learner can access to SAP Learning Hub for the 24/7, anytime, anywhere, and they can have around 4,000 e-learning contents in there. And then we provide the SAP learning journey. It is the kind of the training pathway for each role and each solution. So learners are able to know which courses are required to get an SAP certification or being an SAP consultant. And then the Learning Room is a social learning platform. So a learner can get some advice and guidance from SAP experts, or they can share their experience and their knowledges with other learners as a peer-to-peer training. So SAP Learning Hub provides 60 hours of the pre-configured training server. So learner can access the training server for the exercise or hands-on. And then yep. So for the SAP Learning Hub Solution Edition, so we offer the 2 attempts of the SAP certification exam attempt. Yes, of course, we have SAP Global the certification program for internal and external both, and the learning journey is a kind of learning roadmap, as I said. So learners are able to explore the learning opportunities by the specific solution and the specific role through the SAP learning journey. And we offer the fellowship program and coaching program to develop the employees for their future career. The fellowship program is very quite unique program. So we have on the internal job market and some functional area or some teams. So if they need some kind of temporary the resources period, they are able to open fellowship program in the internal job market. So typically 3 to 6 months, the fellowship job opportunities in there, and then the participants are required to share the 30% to the 50% of their efforts to the fellowship program. And it is open market, so anyone can apply to the fellowship program, and so that fellowship program was designed to help our employees to explore their next career opportunity with minimize the career risk. So during the fellowship program, so they get to know whether the job is suitable for themselves or not. For the there is some very good program for internal employees. So many of the SAP employees are sometimes have the fellowship program or the coaching program to develop the next career. So another thing is the SAP education consulting. So we have some kind of organization change management services and learning needs analysis, or the trainers, or the solution coaching program. But I will not touch that the detail of the SAP education consulting in this page. Yeah. So all these learning programs are regarding the upskilling and the reskilling. So we offer instructor-led training and online training and certification program and the learning journey and for the internal colleagues, the fellowship and coaching program, for the external the partner and customers, education consulting. But so we believe that we have another efficient way to develop our employees and customer. So that is the blended learning. So I'm not gonna walk you through what is blended learning, as you I think as you are already L&D experts, so probably you know very well about what is blended learning. So yeah, this is the simple example of SAP blended learning, and we normally mix with instructor-led training and the solution coaching and the online learning with SAP Learning Hub and SAP certification program. That is allows us to save time and lots of money, and provide the most efficient way to develop the SAP skills and knowledge. Oh yeah, this is the last page. This page has some information about SAP training, so you can access to each web page and get some information about SAP training in there. So if you want. So yeah, okay. So to summarize this presentation, so SAP we are focusing on the upskilling and the reskilling this year, and then probably we are gonna have a same agenda for next few years. And we offer instructor-led training, online training through the Open SAP and the BTP Learning platform for free. But so we have another commercial, the online platform for that is on the SAP Learning Hub. And so we have certification program, and then for internally we have the fellowship and coaching program. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for.